All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are finishing our worksheet today. Finishing this worksheet takes time. It is not something you can quickly do. So the first thing that I want you to realize is I said we're finishing the worksheet, but I need you to notice on your adjustment column, there is an adjustment that is not done yet. What is it?
Federal income tax payable.
Okay. We have federal income tax payable and federal income tax expense. Federal income tax expense is the very last line on the bottom of your worksheet, okay? Now, how much tax we pay is dependent upon what?
Income.
How much money a business makes, right? The more money a business makes, the more taxes it has to pay. Straight up agreed, right? So, we don't know this adjustment until we know how much money they make. How do you determine how much money a business makes? Not liabilities. Revenue minus expenses. Now, that is what worked in our first unit. We had revenue minus expenses straight up, that's our net income. Except now we have purchases, which is our cost of goods sold section. If I sell a golf club, I had to buy it, so I have to go through and do that. So we're going to find that everything from income summary down goes on your income statement. Okay? If you remember that, that will help you. Which means if income summary down goes on your income statement, everything above it goes where? Balance sheet, right? Income summary down, income statement, good to go. So, this is what we need to do right now. We have to transfer our numbers from our trial balance to our income statement columns, because our income statement column is going to go through and determine what our profit is. And we do it without our income tax expense account. Do not transfer that one over. So this is going to take some time. What's up? So right here, I'm going to start with income summary. Income summary down goes on my income statement. Income summary has a debit or credit here of $13,848. Debit, so I'm going to put that right here, $13,848.05. Now this $845, $828.09, debit or credit? It is a credit, so I have to put on the next line. So I'm really just transferring numbers. So leave line 49 blank. Okay. Now, down here, we have this spot right here. It says before federal income tax. I need to add up my income statement credit column. Okay. Put it here. Then I'm going to add up my debit column. Put it here. Not up here. Put it down here in these two spots. So, break out your calculator. Add it up. Do not put your $40,000 in there on line 49. For sure, leave that blank. Go through. Add. All right, anyone have a debit, or excuse me, a credit number?
Yeah,
Credit number.
Credit number
was your cents again? 34. Excellent. You said it wrong? All right. Now here's the big one. Anyone have a debit number?
Yeah, that's not what I got. I got 859,640.
940. It's 940. No, it's 940. Nope. $859,940.34. Debit. No, sorry. Credit. I said the wrong number. Okay? So, debit. I'm going to give it to you, and you can, agree or disagree. Ready? $714,284.40. Now, which one is bigger? Credit column, which means what? We have a net income. Okay? Now, we don't put those numbers up top because they are going to change. That's why we put them down here in this section. So we have a credit of $859 and we have a debit of $714, which means we have a net income. We purposely add those numbers up without our federal income tax because our business has estimated what they think will be our tax, and that is what is in line 49. They estimated this year that it will be $40,000. So if we put $40,000 in here, it would actually decrease our net income. And it's not really our net income. Our net income has to be before tax. So that's why all of these say before federal income tax, and that's why we're ignoring 49. So right now, all we have to do is do our math right here, subtract the two, and what is our net income? $145,655.94. Agree? Okay. Now, we have to calculate our federal tax, and this is the part that throws students off. Okay? So, when we calculate our federal tax, it's on a sliding scale. Basically, when we take a look at our first $50,000, so if our business made $50,000, it's going to be taxed at 15%. If they made $75,000, the first 50 is taxed at 15, the next is taxed at 25. If we made $100,000, the first 50 is at 15, the next 25 is at 25%, and the next 25 is at 34%. So what is happening when they make more money? They're taxed more. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm taxing all of it at 34. We have this table right here. And this table says the first $50,000, we're going to go ahead and put in our rate there, and that's going to be 15. And this is explained and showed in your book as well. So I'm going to put in my rate of 15%. So, did we earn at least $50,000, our net income? Yes. So I'm going to take 50,000 times 15%. And that number goes on the far right-hand side. What is it? Yep. Now, the next 25,000 is taxed at 25%. So the first 50 is taxed at 15. The next 25 is taxed at 25%. So I'm going to take 25,000 times 25%, which is going to give me $6,250. The next 25,000 is going to be taxed at 34%. You will need to remember these numbers, yes. So, what am I going to do next mathematically? Nope. Multiply by 34%, right? Okay. So if I multiply 25,000 by 34, what do I get? Yep. Now, right here it says total federal income tax. That's what we need to get down here. But we have to get the rest of my numbers. So this right here is going to be my total net income. What is my total net income? 145.65.94. So I take this number and I plug it right here. Okay? So to do 145.655.94. Notice I say subtract 100,000. Why? Nope. We already did 100 right here. So if I take 145.65.94, subtract 100,000, I'm going to get 45,655.94. I hope you didn't need your calculator for that one. If you did, that's okay. That's why we have them. So I have 45,655.94. Now that rest of that amount over 100,000 is going to be taxed at 39%. So take 45,655.94, multiply that by 39%, and what do we owe there? 17,805.82, right? Now, to determine my total federal income tax, I need to add up 7,500, 6,250, 8,500, and 14,805. $17,805, typo. Sorry. Susie asked that, I'm like, I did something wrong. 17,805. My fingers got ahead of myself. When I add that up, what do I get? $40,055.82. Would you agree? I do. I missed a zero again. Good Lord, Gressel. 40055.82. That better? Okay. Now, this is how much tax we owe based on our net income of $145.65.94. Make sense? How much federal income tax did we already pay? $40,000. Would you agree? Right there on line 49. That's right off the top of my screen. How much do I still have to pay? Yes, that is my last adjustment. So, my federal income tax expense right here, line 49. My total federal income tax expense that I have to pay this fiscal year is $40,055.82. Now, my adjustment is going to be $55.82. Agreed? The difference between those two? Now, I can't put a debit in my adjustment column without a credit. So I go up here and I put in $55.82. I have to do all of that work in order to figure out what my last adjustment is. I did forget another zero. Good Lord. Good eye spy there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, you ready to get that calculator fired up? Yes. Now, first thing that you have to do is you need to add up your adjustment column. Okay? So I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller. You're going to add up your adjustment debit column. Your total will go on line 50. Then you're going to add up your adjustment credit column. That total needs to go on line 50. Do those two numbers need to equal? Must equal. Do that now. All right, did anyone get a number? No? Ding, 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 ding. $41,377.22 is our adjustments. Okay, now, are we done with our worksheet? Heck to the no. Okay, we have to go through and do our balance sheet, and we actually have to do our income statement. Let's do our income statement first because it's easier. What is my income statement credit total? right? Because we already added it up. We put it down here first. Now, my income statement debit total is not here, though. So if I take my $714,284.40 and add to it $40,055.82, that will be my income statement debit total, and that should be $754,340.22. Agreed? Now, I need to calculate my net income after federal income tax. So over here on line 51, I have to put in net income after federal income tax. I calculate that by doing 859, 940, 34, subtract from that 754, 340, 22. When I do that, I get 105, 612 cents. Now, if I get that 105, 612 and I put it here on my income statement as a debit, it also goes over here as a balance sheet credit. After my net income, I should add down, and my income statement total should equal. So I should have 859, 940, 34. If I can type, I'm having a fat finger problem today. Okay, we got to do balance sheet. Go up to balance sheet. Now, watch. Line 4, you must do math. Line 4 through line 10, you must do math going across, either adding or subtracting. Line 1 is easy enough. My cash balance is $18,485. Petty cash, $300. Easy to go. Accounts receivable, $15,485.25, except I'm in the wrong spot. When I get to allowance for uncollectible accounts, I must add those two numbers together and get $2,644.84. Merchandise inventory, am I adding or subtracting? Subtracting, and I should get $234,904.20. $234,904.20. Supplies office should be $657.15. Supplies store $633.11. Prepaid insurance should be $800. Office equipment is really just that number, $35,487.25. Accumulated depreciation as a credit, I need to add the two together. My total depreciation at the end of this fiscal year is $18,605.25 for office equipment. Store equipment still has a balance of $40,849.50. Accumulated depreciation store, when I add the two together, my total depreciation is $20,543.25. Accounts payable is $18,482.28. Guess what you do when you have all those numbers transferred over? Do some math. Add up your balance sheet debit, add up your balance sheet credit. We are. All right. No, you don't need to do the annual. I did say that before. So here's the numbers I got. I got for my balance sheet debit $368,601.46. Agree? Yep. Balance sheet credit was $263,01.34. Now, how do we know this equals? Okay. I add these two together. If I take $263,134 and add it $105,600, it's supposed to equal what? It's supposed to equal my balance sheet debit. If it doesn't, I have made a mistake somewhere. I will tell you the most common mistake where this mistake has been made is you have the wrong numbers here. Now let me blow your mind on what that means. If you have a wrong number here, I want eyes up here because I need you to realize. If I put a wrong number here or here, what does that change? It changes your net income. If you change your net income, what do you have to do? You have to change what your federal income tax is. Does that make sense? So if your mistake is over here on your income statement columns, if this number was wrong, which is going to change your total here, you have to recalculate your federal income tax, which will change this number, which will change your adjustment, which will change it up there, which will change it on your balance sheet. This assignment is not a race to get it done fast. You have to slow down. You need to add them up multiple times. The number one mistake I see is students just rushing through to get it done instead of trying to get it done correctly. There's two mindsets on how you want to do it. Do it to get it right or do it to get it done. And I see a lot of this time of year, do it to get it done, not do it to get it done correctly. So I'm going to turn on the assignment for the application problem, but it's not going to be due until the end of the hour tomorrow. I don't expect you to have it done for the start of class. Deal? It takes a long time. What's the other thing that's due tomorrow by the end of class? Study guide. Okay? You do not need to do the on your own. Do not. It is a work day tomorrow. That is the chapter.